welcome back to my channel. Wanted to get on here today and do another, if I lost all of my, this is going to be skincare. If I lost all of my skincare, what are the first 10 things that I would replace? I'm not going to include cleanser and toner because I have too many products to do that. I want to include all of my things that are real active ingredients because it's an informational video. These are the things that I would replace immediately. And then I have a couple of bonus items at the end because I got this idea from Emily Noel. And she had a few bonus items in hers. I'll link Emily's video down below. I'm going to do my AM right here at my desk because this is where I do my AM skincare. And then tonight, I'm going to sit on my bed with y'all and I'm just going to show you how I do that. So I'm just going to jump right into this. Okay, so I'm going to tell y'all what I cleansed and toned with. I cleansed with the Cetaphil, unless I'm going to use up with some other stuff like Abacha. This is what I pick up and this is what I love. I don't know that I'll buy anything else. I probably will, but I love the Cetaphil. It doesn't strip my skin. It is lovely. And then my favorite, I'm in passion with this. This is alcohol-free. The Clinique 1.0, it has salicylic acid in it. It does not feel drying. It almost feels emollient. Now, it's not the 1, it's the 1.0. So, the rest of it I'm going to put on with you. And my first thing that if I lost all my makeup, I would immediately be overnighting this to my house, and that's the Timeless Vitamin C. It smells nice. I feel like it makes my skin look better. I do. I do a whole dropper of this. I do a whole dropper of that, and then just put that on my face. Okay, the next two I put together, and the first one is the Ordinary Niacinamide. Y'all, I tried to get off of this for a while, and I felt like I could really tell a difference in just the, I don't know if this just clarifies my skin, makes the pores a little bit tighter, or what it does, but I feel like my skin looks better with this than without it, and it's about $6. And I take that and the Lancome Visionnaire. I don't know what this does for my skin long term, and it's pricey. However, when I use this, my skin looks better for that day than it does when I don't use it. Long term, I have no clue. And I've looked up the ingredients. I don't know. I got off of that for a while, and I like my skin better with it than without it. I put about a half a dropper of the niacinamide, and then I put a pump of this, and that makes this last longer too. Because that's just, you know, it's not just a whole lot for a whole big face. And then I'm going to pat those together and put this all over my face. Next, I'm going to pick an acid, and I'm going to pick the Exoderm Forte. This is a glycolic. I probably will look for a less expensive glycolic now that I'm not on the whole line of Abacha. Probably the Alpha Hydrox, I think probably has a nice glycolic. I also love the Sunday Really Good Jeans, but that's a lactic, which I like a lactic, and I love the Ordinary lactic acid. I love these, but these are both lactic. And for aging, I think we want glycolic. Okay, and I'm just going to put, doesn't take a lot. I just put about that much. That will do my whole face. And I'm careful about that on my neck because it's pretty strong. And that keeps me nice and pink. Okay, and then my sunscreen. And I'm picking between the Nivea Sun Protect Water Gel, the Biore Aqua Rich. Love both of those, but I'll tell you what I'm picking. Picking the CC. The cover on this is beautiful, and I like to layer this with my foundation. It's got a 50, it's got some cover, it's a good luminous medium cover. I get a pump that's a little bit more than a pump. I like to layer, but I could make do with this. I also could have picked the Shiseido, but more often than not, I picked the CC. But this is more luminous, and I do love this. So, a vitamin C, the Niacinamide and Visionnaire, an acid, and a sunscreen. And mine is the It. All right, and that is my morning. Those are my morning choices. And so, I'm going to come back tonight, and we're going to get unready together. Okay, y'all. I hope everybody had a good day. I was going to do this in my bed. I could not get close enough, and the lighting was not good enough. So we're just going to do this in my bathroom. I've done 5 items this morning. I have 5 left. I'm going to add a couple of bonus items. First, I took my makeup off with Clinique, take the day off, and then I cleansed with my Cetaphil. I toned with Clinique 1.0, and that's where I am right now. And I'm going to do the rest of it with y'all. Right after I cleanse and tone, I do my allll. This is Botox in a bottle. Some people love it, some people don't notice much with it. I put it anywhere I would get a Botox brow lift, and I'm gonna do that with y'all. I'm gonna put about 4 or 5 drops into my hand. A lot of nights I dermaroll with a 0.25 before I do this. Tonight, I'm just gonna do this. I do love the derma rolling. I just do it on my forehead and here and on my eyebrows. Just be aware, if you do that, it does make your products go in deeper. I'm using Tretinoin. I did the derma rolling last night. I'm not going to do it tonight, but I do love it with a 0.25, and I'll list that down below. Okay, I do that anywhere I would get a Botox brow lift. Right here, just right in the middle of my forehead, down here between my 11s. I don't do it out here on these deeper lines. I could use it out there. But when you're getting a Botox brow lift, they tell you that depresses those, and I don't know if it would or not. I don't know if it's that powerful, but it could. So I just do this wherever Marcy used to inject me. So, and this is really helping me not want to get more Botox, y'all. I haven't had Botox since January. And then I'm going to let that soak in for a good little bit. I like that to soak in for a good 5 minutes because I don't want to spread that around. So I'll be back. Okay, the next thing I do, I get a spritz of something. My favorite is the Cuddly Grape Water. I'm out of it. I've reordered it. Right now, I'm using the Thermal. Sometimes I get a real good mist out of this, and sometimes it kind of spits at me. I do this because my next step is a hyaluronic acid serum, and that leaches moisture from my face unless I do this. This really helps. Okay, so I'm going to spritz my face. So my next thing that I'm going to pick for one of my 10 is going to be a serum for sure. It's either the Lancome Genifique, the Ulla Henriksen Truth Serum, and I also just ordered at the buffet, ordered one from Skin Deva, the CoQ10, and I would just alternate these. Every night I alternate these two. Tonight, I'm gonna pick, if I had to pick one, I'm picking the Lancome Genifique, but some peptide serum right here. And I'm hoping I fall in love with a cheaper one when I get my buffet. Okay, I'm doing a whole dropper and just rubbing that between my fingers and just all over my face. And that spritz of moisture also helps this to really spread nicely, whatever I'm wearing. And then I'm going to kind of mash. I don't know if that does anything, but I like it. And down onto my neck. And I should do it down here too. Then I'm going to let that sink in for probably 15 to 20 minutes because my next thing that I would pick is my Tretinoin, and that's supposed to go on dry skin, so I'll be back. Okay, my 9th item that I would pick would be my Tretinoin. I would never leave this. I'm coming up on my 2-year anniversary with this. I think this has done wonders for my skin. I no longer want a brow lift, like a blepharoplasty for my eyelids. I used to want that, and now I don't. I think a lot of that is because of my Tretinoin. And I just put a pea size, like you're supposed to, like that. I will just put that on with you. I don't come any lower than my eyebrows, and I come up a little, not right up to my eye. I'll show you how far I come up to my eye. Okay, and then I never have enough left for my neck, so I do something else on my neck usually. I sometimes get a little more of that. More often than not, what I'm doing is one of my bonus items, and that is the Abacha Retinol 1%, but it's a bonus item, so we'll come back to that. That's usually what I do on my neck. That or the cacao oil. Okay, now I'm just gonna kind of press. And I like to get back here by my ears, because where would our faces fall from? Up high. So I like to get up high really good, and back here by my ears. And like behind them. And then my last thing that I would pick would be an oil, because I don't use just a whole lot of moisture on my face. This is plenty. They just feel luxurious to me. And the ones that I pick are the Drink Elephant Marula. The cacao oil that I have heard a ton of people love this. Mary Ellen over 60 loves this. Natalie the Beauty Diva loves this. Laura Shake Up Makeup. And then y'all, I'll tell you what I love. This kind of feels like an oil, but I don't think it really is. It's the resveratrol. Love this. I might should put this back with my peptides. I might ought to alternate this as a peptide. Let me know what you think about this. Where should I put this? Tonight, I'm going to use a couple of drops of the cacao. It's a vitamin A oil. And I just put, seriously, like 2 drops or 3. And then get it between my fingers, and I put that anywhere I feel like I need moisture, which is up here on me, on my forehead, anywhere I want lines plumped. That's where I'm putting this. Sometimes around my mouth. And put that on and down onto my neck. It really spreads. You don't want too much of that. Okay, and then I'm going to include bonus items. And one of those I've already told y'all about, the Abacha Retinol 1%. I love this. I've started doing Tretinoin 2 days on, 1 day off. And on my day off, I'm putting this on. It is so active. I just ordered another one. I love this on my neck and on my days off from Tretinoin. Moisturizer. I would take a bonus moisturizer for sure. My favorite is the Hot in the summer especially, because this is so light, like a gel. Heard about this on Dawn's Life Over 40. I think Penn at Penn Smith Skincare loves this. Lori Pride and Photos. I also love the Clinique Moisture Surge. Now this is the intense one. I wish I hadn't gotten the intense one because it's intense. I'm going to save this for the winter time, but this would be a bonus. I would really like to take a moisturizer. I would love to take my Revitalash. When I was using this, my lashes got nice and built up, and I quit using it and they got short and stubby again. So I just now got back on this. It makes a huge difference. There's a lot of good eyelash serums out there. And my last bonus item would be this Palmer's Fade Cream, and I don't really know if it works yet. A hydroquinone fading product is what I would take. And those are all the skincare items I would pick. My 10 plus about 5 bonuses. Hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please like and subscribe. Leave comments and questions down below, and I'll talk to y'all soon. Y'all have a good day. Bye.